We like that idea very much. Thank you, Steve. Terrifying moments at LaGuardia Airport in New York City this morning. A Delta flight from Atlanta was landing when it slid off the runway. A lot of snow in that area, you can see, and that probably contributed. Fortunately, no one was injured. One flight from LaGuardia, though, was diverted to Albany International Airport, and that's where Jennifer Lewke is right now. So I know you spoke to several people here, Jen, who were on board. What do they have to say? What are their stories?
Well, Liz, they're very thankful tonight because they were actually on a plane from Atlanta to LaGuardia, just like the plane that left before them that was involved in that incident at LaGuardia. They were just a few minutes behind them, actually, when that incident happened. They were diverted here to Albany International. You can see behind me the impact that incident and other weather situations around the country are having here. A lot of flight delays, a lot of flight cancellations here at Albany International. But again, most travelers that were on that diverted flight from LaGuardia just very thankful tonight that it wasn't their flight that was involved.
We certainly appreciate your patience.
They said that we were being diverted to Albany because there was a situation in LaGuardia and they had indefinitely closed the airport.
They told us that the plane in front of us, which was actually the same flight from Atlanta to LaGuardia, had skidded off the runway, which doesn't make you feel too good. So I'm glad that we came to Albany, and I'm glad they had a quick emergency plan.
This group of high school students from Mississippi and their teacher had no idea just how worried folks were back at home.
I really thought the fog would clear and it would be New York City. Thought it was a joke the whole time until the fog cleared, and I thought, that's not New York. Well, all of the parents and the principal were frantic, but of course we didn't really know it, so it wasn't rather scary to us. But everybody at home was apparently really upset because they didn't know it wasn't us.
Once the plane was on the ground, passengers either had the choice of taking buses downstate or finding their own way home.
Actually, they've been really great here in Albany. They immediately said as soon as we landed that they had pizza for us. So we knew we were in New York, which is a great thing.
International photographer and TV personality Nigel Barker opted to rent a car so he could get to New York City in time for a charity auction tonight.
And you travel all the time, I'm sure. So have you ever had a situation like this?
I have, actually. Sadly enough, I think almost every winter for the past sort of 3 or 4 years, I've been diverted at some point. It seems to be a par for the course these days, traveling.
These ladies on a girls' trip booked a ticket on Amtrak.
I'm a nervous flyer, so I'm totally okay that they brought us here, and I'm totally fine getting on a train and getting where I need to go.
And they had a great attitude about it.
Why waste your energy on being negative? Just, hey, this is what happens. I'm glad it wasn't us that skidded off the runway, let me tell you. So we'll just deal with what we've got to deal with and move along.
Such a great attitude to have, obviously, after having been diverted. Now, again, if you have a flight tonight out of the airport, you want to call ahead, you want to check, because as I mentioned, there are a lot of cancellations. And if you show up here, you may end up in a line like this trying to rebook your flight. So that's the latest from here at the airport tonight. In Colony, Jennifer Lewke, CBS6 News.
Jennifer, thank you.